The following presentation may contain language unsuitable for children's TV enthusiasts, adult virgins, and estranged mothers. Unnamed Drag Productions accepts no responsibility for any resulting night terrors, third-degree burns, or demonic possessions that may transpire as a result of listening to this sewage sprinkler. May God have mercy on your soul. Enjoy!
Unnamed Drag Podcast.
I look lovely today.
I have blossomed into the most beautiful young woman.
I'm just hi, I'm Nana Hall. I just need to finish painting my nails because I'm going out tonight with this great guy that I've just met. Oh, and he's dumped me.
Hi, I'm Marilyn Sane, and I took that guy.
Oh, you bitch!
Wearing just this.
Oh, I feel so good today. Like, I don't have a tension headache.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, I know. I don't have a tension headache.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm doing like a daring neutral with my colours. I feel very like, oh my god, who is she? I feel like I could either be going to bed or bringing you to bed.
I feel like I'm already in bed.
Yeah, definitely. But at any time, someone could just pull back the covers and you'd be like, I wasn't expecting you.
Gad, this is my bedtime jewellery. You
yeah.
know why I feel great today?
Why do you feel great
because
today?
A, I have blossomed into the most beautiful young woman.
Always,
B,
of course.
Wearing black hair is really doing it for me right now.
It is.
I'm making it work for me.
Literally, it's like I was just saying to you, when you used to paint on the spookier side of the colour wheel, it just went straight to washed out goth.
Yeah.
It was wake me up and go back to bed. Please don't wake up.
No, absolutely
100%. But now it's very showgirl. I mean, obviously with those jewels and looking like a fucking burlesque. Absolutely.
I feel like as well, because back in the day I didn't used to be as funny. I'm still not.
What do you mean you didn't used to be as funny?
Well, back in the day, I wasn't as funny as you. And then, it was only when I started working with you and hosting more that,
you, sharpened your rapier with...
Well, yeah, so now I feel like I can get away with the look being less.
Oh, because now you can rely
on... Because I've got something to back it up
Now
with.
You can rely on your charming personality.
Well, I don't go that far. But also, I don't know. I feel like I can be a bit more straightforward in what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
And still make an impact.
I mean, this
face was half an hour.
Yeah.
I got ready at fucking fast today, and I'm really digging it. Basically, I did a thing today.
You did a thing today.
I left the bed. I didn't spend all day masturbating.
You were sending me TikToks at 6:10, ready to go. Yeah,
I wasn't I?
Yeah, in the AM, I opened
with my coffee.
I opened my newborn baby bird eyes at I don't know, I want to say 7:45 or something, and you already lined me up with my morning TikToks. I had 4 TikToks to watch. And they were good ones today.
Thank you.
Yeah, they were good ones.
I'm her personal TikToker, so Nana feels that she's too old to ever download
You watch
TikTok
so that I don't have to.
Yes.
And I'm really grateful.
And I go, Nana will like that.
Yeah.
There we go. There's another one. Anything that actually makes me laugh, I send to you.
That one that was just I don't see why people have to be so ashamed of their big hairy bushes.
Yeah.
I mean,
nothing makes me feel worse than I take my clothes off, I'm stood there, I'm vulnerable, I'm showing off my big hairy bush, and I say, what do you think? And all they have to say is, ma'am, this is a Wendy's.
That plot twist at the end is always... I wanted to send you one the other day, but it was on Twitter.
Okay.
So I didn't... Obviously, I can't go on the app to find the corresponding one. It just becomes a whole thing. But it was... Okay, let me just get into this gig, girl, and I will tell you what happened. It's this guy who's so I don't know what all these people have been saying about how pineapple makes your cum taste better.
Seen it,
and it's literally, and then he shows you the piece. What he's about is a fucking bit of pineapple
with cum on it,
covered in his cum, and he eats it and he goes, "Oh, it's disgusting."
No. Dirty bastard.
But I just thought, do you know what? That is performance art. If you're willing to eat your own fucking cum,
I don't think it was real
for a TikTok.
It looks pretty real though.
It was very convincing.
Yeah, you can get lube that looks like that.
That really would taste horrible.
Yeah.
Have you ever tasted lube that isn't flavored?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's not fucking fun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm.
Why?
It just it just tastes like product. It just tastes like.
So does cum.
But I mean, at least cum's organic. And like you can get that at the farmer's market.
Free range cum.
Yeah, exactly. You can get that at the farmer's market, and like you wouldn't bat an eyelid.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
but it was like synthetic cum, like lube. I don't know. Anyway. Not what we're talking about today at all.
Hi, we're doing a podcast.
Yeah, we're doing another Name Drag podcast.
What's your favourite TikTok? Send it us.
We've got something super extra special today because take it away, Marlon.
We recently did a Valentine's Day drag bingo. Well, post Valentine's Day because I don't like Valentine's.
We always do them late because you don't work about it. They were like, "Do you want it? It's on a Friday this year. Do you want to do it?" And I was like, "No, because I'll have to do it on my own."
Yeah, sorry. So yeah, we did a Valentine's Day drag bingo, and it was called like worst dates.
Yeah.
Was that the theme? The theme was like bad dates.
Yeah. Worst
So
dates.
we had
Play on first dates. Shout out to Fred, that sexy Frenchman.
That says slip
hop, worst dates in this slot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, worst date. Yeah, I was trying to be as suggestive as possible. What I also tried to do is I tried to make like just hold the box there. Yeah. So in the front, I carved out like a little fisting because that was going to be where we were reaching in to get them. But
that sounds like what it sounds like when you fist me, just dry leaves.
Just rummaging around like, oh, a hedgehog.
So basically,
there was going to be like a little glory hole moment, but then that became complicated because so many people.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting
there's
the
a pen
turnout
in
that we
there.
had.
It's always the same as well when you're doing like the contribution ones because. I mean, me and Nick always go, well, maybe we should just write a couple of our own in case no one gives any. And then, you end up with like...
Jesus!
A huge amount.
That's why I love the crowd at Drag Bingo, because it's just a sea of trauma.
Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me?
I mean, it's basically therapy.
To ask a load of like, Gen Zs and millennials, have you ever had any bad dating experiences on an app?
I need another pen!
People were coming up to us like, is there any more paper?
We ran out of paper.
Yeah.
People were using like leaflets they found on the table.
Back of flyers, tickets, exactly. Amazing. Oh my god. Oh, apparently this episode's having a cameo with Dorothy. Hi, Dorothy.
That's okay. Here you go.
That'll make it go away.
Yep. That noise.
Okay, so there were so many that we couldn't get through them all in one
tried.
day. We really tried.
Like, we put the bingo on the back burner. And we're just like, right.
And the other problem is as well is like people's penmanship when you're like in a dark room wearing lashes
in full drag
and you've had a cider. Yeah. So hopefully it'll be easier to read them now. So shout out to anyone who hears their date. Thank you so much for giving us all of this fodder because it means that this week we really don't have to try.
But firstly, before we go into the box, although actually they might come up organically as we read stuff, we might have stories that can relate, but off the top of your head, any real bad dates?
I mean,
anything with you is pretty bad.
I did have a bad date when I was about, I was like a teenager, and it was very much, it was a setup of, y'all are gonna like each other because you're both gay. I met this...
Never works.
I met this guy. I mean,
there are always two bottoms as well.
Don't know about
every time, because they're the only gays that girls know.
Yeah, of course. But this guy, he was... what was his name? I can't remember his name. But he slightly resembled Anthony Kiedis from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay.
Slightly... But mostly, he was one of those guys who was just like, you can't tell that I've got any makeup on, can you? And it's just like, I can. I fully can.
I used to be that guy.
I don't mind a guy that wears makeup. Of course I don't. But don't tell me that you're putting on makeup to try and make it look like you're not wearing makeup when you've used bronzer as a foundation, basically. Anyway. But it
was me. That's the thing.
He got there and he was just like, oh my god, I'm so obsessed with this song the moment, I can't stop listening to it. I've listened to it like the whole way here on the train because like we were all going to this party where we were meeting with mutual friends. And he basically listened to a remix. It was like a B-side. Oh, hi Dorothy, that was very brave of you to jump up on the table.
Okay, we have a cat.
Yeah, we have a cat.
Do you want me to put her out?
Yeah, please.
Her misery.
Just put her down. Because she's going to knock shit over.
Yeah.
Dorothy, I love you so much.
I know.
You just fall, Mr. Tumnus. Like, I saw so much hairy butt.
Don't mind me, I'm lady.
That was great. I mean, maybe I'll just do like a little whack and like edit it out if I can.
Maybe.
So yeah, this guy, it was like, It was the Lady Marmalade where it's like Pink and Missy Elliott and Christina Aguilera and everything.
I look like I'm in that video.
Right, okay. If you'd listened to that for an hour and a half solidly that it took to get from A to B, okay, whatever.
It's a good song.
But it was the remix. It was like the shitty B-side that they used to pad out the single, where the beat's like dun 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 dun, like shitty, bad gay house music from Canal Street in the 90s, bullshit, dog shit, rubbish. And yeah, he just had that earblood.
I mean, to be fair,
and he played it to me, and I was just like, cool.
Yeah.
But immediately thinking, oh, this isn't going to go well for us at all.
Although, like, to be fair to the guy, he had to have bad taste if he's interested in you.
But we don't even text him. We've not even seen pictures of each other.
Oh, really?
So when we did see each other, I think that we immediately knew that we had no attraction for each other whatsoever.
Let's just be friends.
But then it was a house party, so we were just stuck there until the buses started again.
Did you suck a stick anyway?
No.
Oh, really?
I didn't.
Good for you. Proud of you.
Yeah. Because I was sort of seeing another guy, but like not.
You wet slut.
Well, no, because me and him went exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
But then
I didn't owe you anything.
So we just assumed that like it wouldn't cause a problem, but then like he got upset about it and I got upset about it, and then this guy fancied the guy that I was. Oh, it was a horrible, horny teenage mess. It was terrible, is what it was.
That sounds great.
Yeah, really bad. But it was like a teenage blind date, and
yeah.
because then after that I was on like internet dating. Everyone that I met, I'd seen a photo of them or whatever, and it always did end up being that person. It was fine. And then I met Nick when I was like 18, so that kind of took away all of the apps and stuff.
Yeah.
So not really. I mean, I did meet this one guy that I met. He had said that he was 5'10",
and he turned out to be God.
he said that he was 5'10", and then I was in this period where I was wearing platform shoes every single day. So I would have been 6'4.5" when I met him. He was 5'8". So we went out on this date, and like, yeah, it was. I literally walked up to him and was like, "Okay, so I don't give a fuck about height. I don't think it's important. But why are you lying about those 2 inches?
Yeah.
Like, because if I'd known that you weren't, he was like, oh, I like 5'10" on his profile or whatever. But like 5'11" if I wear, like shoes.
if I dress.
And so, why are you lying about those 2 inches? Because then I would have worn trainers if you hadn't.
Yeah,
lied.
not really adding much.
I would have taken it into consideration. We were going to have a little stood up smooch. Doesn't matter anyway, because I did go home with him. He was really cute. It was fine.
Okay, cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's the same height.
But that's not like a horrific thing. It was more just like why you fucking lying?
Yeah. I've only had one date that like. And it wasn't even bad. It was a nice day, but it was just one of those things where that it's not going to work out, so you just end up like spending the day, like, because you meet up in town for like a coffee, or like lunch, and then.
How old were you, and did you have access to a house?
Oh no.
Because that was always the problematic thing, wasn't it? Just like if this goes well, then we can't do.
Yeah, if this goes well, we just have to plan another one.
Yeah, and like maybe see if we can find a graveyard somewhere to bone or an alleyway.
Yeah, I wasn't that girl. I talk a big game.
Me.
So like. But
a graveyard, a park, an alleyway, like, you name it, I've done it.
This one guy, first date, tells me he loves
the women's
me.
toilets at Bunkers Hill was my friend was having a wee next door, but she came in and didn't realise that we were in the cubicle next door.
Okay, guess what's going on.
Carry on.
No, you go.
No, I'm done.
Want to do a podcast on your own? I'll go. I'll leave. I'll fucking leave.
That'd be the worst.
And I'll take that wig with me.
That'd be the worst podcast.
Imagine! Like, we're in a fight!
It's just me saying, like, crying and eating cheeses. Marilyn Saints left me.
Marilyn's still up top. I should go and finish his story.
In a big Queenie strop. Right, sorry, finish your story.
Yes.
Yeah. So you just ended up spending the day together, like.
Yeah. First date.
Blah, blah, blah.
Tells me he loves me.
No!
Tells me he loves me in Primark. I was like, ah!
Had you been talking prior to meeting?
Not really. A little bit on MSN, but that's it.
Oh, God.
That's how young I was. MSN.
Wow.
Yeah.
And like, so you really wanted to dump him there and then, but you didn't.
But I had to wait till I was on the bus on the way back. Like, had a really nice day.
Yeah.
Just don't think we're really that compatible. Or like, had a great time. We should just be friends.
Yeah. And he messaged you back like, cool. Just don't tell your mum. Love, uncle.
Love, dad.
It was just I wanted to dump him there and then, but I wasn't about to start a family feud, so I just waited until I got on the
I wanted to dump him there and then, but Grandma was sat between us at the dinner table, so...
She was the one that set us up. She's starting to lose it. She thought that I was like a maid that she met when she started her career. She's very confused now. Sorry, I keep looking at myself in the mirror and in the viewfinder, and I'm fucking feeling it today.
Pose for the thumbnail, just a couple of wet sluts.
Oh wait, is that wet? Okay.
Let's dive into the box.
So, let's read some blind dates. Worst dates even. Okay.
I'm going for the
Is that another fucking pen? I swear to God. And all of these are written in the most disgusting shades of like meconium green. Okay, you go first.
Okay. First Valentine's, and I bought card and flowers, to which he brought nothing. Okay, cute.
Things aren't looking good for our heroine.
We went out, and since we didn't book anywhere, the next best option was a greasy fish and chips from the lace market in town. To be fair, that's a good chippy.
I mean, if I'd known that was going to be the date, sign me up.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah.
I'd be absolutely fine with that.
Okay, here's the thing though. You're, like, obviously you brought cards and flowers and stuff. I guess it was your first Valentine's together, that's what I'm getting from this. You'd already been dating for a while.
Yeah.
So, fair enough, you brought cards and stuff, he didn't.
Yeah.
Fair. That's unequal. But if, like, since we didn't book anywhere and the next best option was a greasy fish, if you're complaining about it, you didn't book anywhere either, Mary.
So that's either a lady or a bottom.
Yeah.
Speaking of bottom, this one says, the date was going well until he told me homosexuality is a sin. God gave us AIDS to punish us. Conversion therapy is something I should consider, but he was still down to fuck. Self-hating, homophobic Christian gay who's still down to fuck.
I find it so confusing that those people exist.
That's so funny.
So when you meet, whenever I meet a Christian our age, I'm like, you people exist?
Yeah, right.
Like, I thought that was just old people who have nothing better to do.
Haven't you connected the dots?
Yeah.
Like evolution, bitch.
Yeah.
It was real. You can't,
I thought that was just people who believe in dragons.
Yeah, you can't be a creationist. You can be a Christian, but a creationist Christian who believes that evolution is a sin in the world is literally 2,000 years old? Are you kidding me? That's what blows my mind.
No.
So yeah. Anyway, but that's the best part. The fact that anyone will compromise.
Still down to fuck.
Anyone will compromise their morals because at the end of the day, they just want to boof.
Fuck me in the ass because I love Jesus.
Smashing uglies for Christ.
Okay, so I got catfished, and instead of a woman, it was a man. I still stayed.
Oh,
that's good.
That's pansexual.
That was like a great date.
Yeah.
Although the catfishing is a bit off.
Yeah, that's kind of shitty. But I think like there is an episode of Catfish where a woman goes to meet a guy who and then discovers that it's a trans man, and and she's like, I love the people, so I'm absolutely fine with that, and I wish that you told me sooner.
And also like,
and they tried to like make it work, but then they couldn't because of the distance, which is sad.
Yeah,
but it wasn't because of the lie.
Yeah.
It was because of, you know.
And also that's a position. That's a horrible position to be in. So like, I get it.
Right.
I get it. This one like. They fully thang down, flipped it, and reversed it, so that's fun. It's like a surprise on Christmas.
This one, like, I think this confused me when I tried to read this on the night. I remember having this one because it had like codes in it about the people's names, but they'd anonymized it. So, give me a name that begins with N that isn't Nick.
Nigel.
And a name that begins with K.
Kieran.
Okay. So. I'm going to put the names in and hopefully it'll make it make sense this time because it really tripped me up.
Yeah, and we were really drunk.
Yeah, that too. Met with my ex Nigel before to hype me up about it.
Nigel Thornberry?
I guess so.
Smashing!
I met the guy, Kieran, who's very tall, told me that he was deaf, which meant he had to bend down every time I, very small, spoke to him. We went to the cat cafe. I downed my milkshake ASAP and then texted my ex, Nigel, to call me and get me out. I said goodbye to Kieran and he said, I'd kiss you, but I have a cold sore. Then I practically ran away. Okay, what's with like the deaf phobia?
Yeah, I was thinking, that's really ableist of you.
You've really painted yourself in a shitty light, whoever you are. I'm sure
But
that
the cat cafe is super cute.
I'm sure that there was more reason to it than the fact that like he was deaf and tall, but like you can only elaborate so much.
He was deaf and tall, so I threw him out.
Ew, you're tall and deaf.
Although this one is an actual reason, because this just says turned out to be a 5'9" Tory. Bye.
Oh, also, can I just point out that the guy, because he'd lied and said that he was 5'10", but he was 5'8", he was basically a kickstand. He was like a tripod.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he was a bottom, so that was kind of.
I hate that. It's like
No, but that was like kind of fun because then that means that you like get to observe and look at it whilst you're doing the deed.
Oh, and also, there's nothing better than like a short bottom, a short little stocky bottom. You can just spin him on it.
Yeah,
like
he was great.
Fuck yeah,
really great. He really smelt in the morning though.
I mean,
do you know like some people kind of smell in the morning, but like not nice smell?
Yeah.
They smell like musty.
Some people, it's just like you could do with wearing more deodorant because you didn't smell after though. But
that's the thing. It's like I don't know if it was like a combination of like breath and pheromones, but it smelled very much just kind of like.
Did he poo?
No, it was like dog. Like that kind of dog breath
like
smell.
Wet dog?
No, not wet. Like when a dog's breath, like when they've just, like not when they've just eaten, but when you've got that kind of like, oh god, you need to go and chew on a bone, kind of. Anyway,
you sure it wasn't just the smell of your dick on his breath?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Here's another one written possibly by the same person because the handwriting looks familiar and the pen colour's the same. This poor unfortunate fucker. Picked up by my ex. See, this was picked up by my ex-mother. Like,
I'm guessing it's my ex's mum.
Have you emancipated yourself from your parents? Anyway,
I'm guessing it's your ex.
Yeah, sure. Picked up by my ex's mother, alone in the car to the cinema to watch the film that he chose, Mr. Bean's Holiday.
That's a great movie.
That's a good film. Is that the one where he doesn't know what flipping people off is and he keeps doing it?
Maybe.
Anyway, to then go out to have a meal with him and his mother.
Wicked.
Mama's boy to the max. He refused to break up with me until I told his mum. I remember that actually because it was like.
Can you imagine just like, no, go downstairs and tell my mum.
You have to get permission from my mummy. Otherwise you can't break up with me. Like, alright, fucking little Lord Fauntleroy, fuck off.
Can you imagine?
Yeah,
Can you imagine?
That would be the voice. No, not without. Mummy wouldn't break up with me. Like, we'll crawl back up in her coochie then, fam.
Yeah, that guy's sister is Pussy Spice.
Oh, yeah. He's like one head injury away from that.
The one I got is the boy ended the date with, I should call you Elsa because you're a cold-hearted bitch.
You wrote that one, didn't you?
That's great. I'd have been like, thank you.
That's the nicest thing ever.
I keep it refrigerated.
Oh, this one gave me flashbacks. Because I remember when riding a guy in the backseat of his car, I snapped his banjo string, blood everywhere. I offered him a plaster, not sure if it would have helped. I have had mine torn and torn someone else's banjo string.
Mine literally says, snapped my Tinder date's banjo string. Sorry, hun.
Oh!
I've never done it.
Oh god, right. The thing is, it like
I've made someone's foreskin bleed.
Yeah. But
I've torn a foreskin.
When people say about snapping or tearing the banjo string, like it's not it's a peel.
Okay, so you know
it peels like a cheese string. Like you feel it.
So the string. The string. Are we talking about the
frenum underneath?
Yeah, from ball to shaft, or.
No, like underneath where it connects like the foreskin to the tip.
Oh, okay.
That bit, the frenum.
So is
like
that
you,
the banjo
you know your
string?
frenum underneath your tongue. It looks the same, but it's that's your banjo string.
See,
What did you think?
I've had versions of it where it's between, you know, the shaft and the ball sack. How there's kind of a bit of like tension there.
Oh.
I've heard girls drop on it too hard, so that
tears as well.
Apparently.
Wow.
That's what I've heard.
I mean, if you're swinging from the wardrobe, then. But yeah, when I read it, I just distinctly remembered the feeling of how painful it was when it happened. Because I did it to someone else first. And he was like, okay, cool, ow, I'm going to go home. And then, like, when it happened to me years later, I was like, yeah, I totally understand why you had to go home. The most frustrating part of it is waiting for it to heal because you can't, like, wank properly.
No, yeah, totally.
So it totally puts you... Cause
I tore a guy's foreskin and he pulled out and he was just like, oh God, there's blood, are you bleeding? I was like, no, you are.
You should have just pretended that you were a virgin. You were like, oh, are you mad? It hurt. What's that Amy Schumer thing where she's like, oh no, Egyptian cartoon, and she's like, it was my period, I'm not a virgin.
This one just
Are you
says,
mad? It hurt. That's my favourite bit.
This one just says IBS plus Taco Bell equals sad face. I'm guessing poo.
Okay, so this is great because they've written pizza in afterwards, so it just looks like pizza. He took me to some city.
Pizza.
A pizza took me on a date. Oh my god, going on a date with a pizza and
I'm calming.
yeah, take me back to this to hide that body. So, he took me to some shitty pizza place. And let his 2 drunk friends tag along. We got our own table, but his 2 friends were right next to us and kept shouting at us, and we all eventually got kicked out. Lol. She broke up with me 2 days later. Wait, hang on. She broke up with... What? Oh, is it I broke? Fuck it. They broke up. That's all you need to know. 2 days later, they broke up.
I'm gonna try and decipher this.
Yeah, right. It looks like it says, is he...
What kind of national treasure?
It looks like, is he broke up with me 2 days later?
We got kicked out, lol.
Yeah. And then it's like, is she broke up with me 2 days later?
Oh no, that's an arrow.
Oh.
Like, he broke up with me.
Oh, God. Have some self-respect,
No,
girl.
he took you on a terrible date and then broke up with you.
Yeah.
Ooh. So this one...
I love these. I really enjoy this.
This one says, first holiday with my boyfriend on his dad's boat. Well, la-di-da. Day 1 had what I can only describe as a bagging shite.
I mean, you don't have to describe it as that, but I'm glad that you took the time to.
Trying to remember how I'd just been taught to flush the loo and nothing was happening. That's a lie. It had become a poo milkshake.
Oh.
Half a day, a sponge and a bucket and no rubber gloves later, he had fixed it.
His dad had to fix it.
I think his dad had to fix your shit. Oh.
But that is...
Oh, God.
That does remind me of my amazing chat
Of your
line.
dad?
My amazing chat line.
Why is it?
I've told you.
Why is it?
Hi, can I be your chemical toilet? I want you to pump me until I go blue. And I've said that to people before and they've said, well, it's a chemical toilet. And I've just said, wow, we cannot be friends.
Yeah. And also, you're already full of shit, so halfway there.
Exactly. So, this person who's got lovely penmanship, they went on a date to Costa. My friend works at said Costa. She finished her shift and decided to crash the date. Somehow, I ended up third wheeling. Oh, bam.
So this one says, once within the first 10 minutes of a date, the guy told me how he had been a twin in the womb, but only one had survived. Where do you go from there? I mean,
to me, that's...
I'd have been like, treat my pussy like that twin.
To me, that suggests virility, determination, like a champion. Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, I have to read this.
Go on. Read ahead.
First time I met and shagged my girlfriend, she burped in me.
In the front of the bath.
Well, I don't know, but it's great.
I mean, maybe she was particularly gassy and it was just like she kept doing it everywhere.
I'm just hoping that as she did it, your stomach kind of grew. Like,
yeah. Like mit baby.
Mit baby.
Mit baby. Ich bin mit baby. This one says, a friend of mine went on a friend, right, sure, it was you, it was your mum. A friend of mine went on a Tinder date. She was looking after the guy's cigs and he messaged her after saying, I left my cigs, can you sell them and transfer me the money?
Wow. What?
Like that guy turned up.
Asshole.
That guy turned up with socks and sandals on.
Yeah.
Cargo shorts. A shell necklace.
Yeah.
And Ray-Bans.
Has a tattoo of his favourite anime character.
Yeah. Crew cut. Like, just a fucking dick.
What a douche.
Oh.
So I, a bisexual female, took a straight guy to drag bingo. Yay, well done. Turns out he was a huge homophobe. Dropped that cunt before the first line was won.
Hey!
Good. Fucking good. Proud of you.
That's what community really
I
means.
respect your bravourism.
Definitely.
Thank you for fighting one so that we didn't have to.
This one just says, matched with my cousin on Tinder. Let's see what it that, shall we?
You both swiped right on each other while knowing to be cousins.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen... No.
Because you have to...
Maybe they didn't know that they were cousins and then they were, like, talking. And they figured it out.
That's what we can hope.
I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt, whereas
No, I'm thinking you went, yeah, fuck it.
They
I'll fuck my cousin.
both had that momentary lapse in morality where
Yeah.
they just went, actually,
I'm sure the other one
Why
won't
not?
swipe, and then they both swiped, and they're like, well, now we have to do it.
yeah. And then they were like, super like, that's
Yeah.
when you swipe up.
Okay,
Oh,
so he
God.
dribbled ice cream. Apparently, he's got my mouth.
Yeah, great.
He dribbled ice cream all down his chin and shirt with zero awareness. I mean, why the fuck? Why the fuck were we in creams anyway? Whilst proceeding to lecture me on why women don't need equality. Oh, fuck this guy!
What a piece of actual human garbage.
Can you imagine?
What a shitbag.
Imagine being on a date and being like, because that's where you want to impress people, surely, on a date. You're trying to like make yourself not an asshole.
What's that chat up like where it's like, hey, feel this, what's this?
Boyfriend material?
No, piece of shit.
Oh, I like to Matt, I fully went, yeah, let's get you out of those wet clothes.
So you licked your finger and then
Smeared it on his
touched
shirt.
him.
Yeah.
You're awful. I love you. Okay, this one just makes me feel really sad because the guy or whoever, the guy that they were on a date with was clearly next, like, god tier insecurity. Okay, I went to the toilet during a date. When I was still upstairs, my phone went off and it was the guy I was on a date with saying, I think you left your coat. He thought that they'd like walked out. However, this person did themselves no favours, went back to the table and said, I love that coat, I wouldn't leave it. Rather than I hadn't left, we're on a date. Oh,
Okay, so-
God. Yeah, they just said didn't see him again, and then that's that emoji, the straight face. The poker face emoji, yeah.
So I picked
The dead inside emoji.
I picked these two out because the first one says, someone said, whilst going down on me, I want to see a baby come out of there. Why? Why would you say that?
Especially if they were rimming.
And then this one that was in the same handwriting, so I grabbed it, says, an addendum to another story in the box. While licking my nipples, someone said once, I want to drink your milk.
Oh!
On the first date. First date.
This is the same writing again. Look.
Oh, good for them.
About 4 dates in with my ex, I got food poisoning, bombed all the way home, and nearly shat myself.
Oh, good for you. That kind of shatters that intimacy level, though. If you shit yourself on the first date and they stick around.
Well, do you know the horror story that I've heard from like many friends that are in couples is like nothing levels the playing field and brings you closer to like an equilibrium of we are equal.
I completely agree.
Is going to a hotel and then both getting food poisoning and there's only one toilet. Like there's nowhere to hide.
Oh god.
Like you are in it together now.
Yeah.
And you have to take turns.
You have to hide the body.
You have to take turns to go and sit in each other's festering awful stench. Like, do you know what I mean? Like when they've come out from shit pissing, sicking themselves, it's like your shift. You have to go and sit in that and know what they just did and know that they know what you are doing in that moment.
While they're biting a towel.
And what you are going to continue to do.
While they're pretending that you're not a Catherine Wheel of human fluid.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh, wow.
Do you know what I would probably do? I'd probably call down to the concierge and be like, can I get another room?
Or a bucket.
Because when I'm poorly, I am ill. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I've had food poisoning before where I've spent like literally the best part of the day just thinking I'm just going to sit on the toilet on my phone because there's no point in getting up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know when you take a sip of water and just feel
and
it
just
completely
goes, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
very that.
It just drips through like a fucking coin at the arcade.
I feel like we're going to have to do a part 2 on this.
Oh my god.
Because we're half an hour in and we've still got this many.
Okay, let's read a couple more and then let's do a two-parter. We've never done a two-parter before.
Exactly. We should do one more each and then leave it up to part 2. So this one says, she turned up in a wheelchair, she didn't tell me, I asked if it worked because I got drunk. By it, I'm guessing they
Oh, come on!
This person's a piece of shit. No, next. What a dick.
Okay.
What a dick.
Like, that's a conversation that, yes, you should have, because you should always be honest about,
But also, it's the first date.
The physicality of the relationship. But, oh my god,
Also, it's the first date.
Yeah.
That is perfectly enough notice. Do you know what I mean? It's the first date. If you don't want to stick around, don't.
Yeah, precisely. Oh god.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
You do another one, because that was garbage.
Okay, once on a date, the guy told me every price of his clothing, including his Paul Smith socks, at £24. His whole outfit cost £795. What a wanker! Wanker in capital letters, but with an A, like wanker!
Yeah, they should have spent that money on a personality.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay, turned up to the place, we said to me, and he said, sorry, I forgot I have a gig to go to. He went to a gig with his ex. They'd obviously got tickets before they broke up, and they were like, it's cool, we can still go together. Like, that's the picture.
Yeah, but you didn't plan a date on the same
That's the
day.
picture that I'm painting. Well, I went and watched a film by myself. He then asked me to meet up after, and then he just says, no.
No.
This is a level of self-respect that we need. So, what we're going to do is we're going to put the lid back on the box and pretend that, like, oh my god, we're never going to do this again. But in fact, we'll be back next week to finish reading this.
Oh, we're doing it next week? We're doing it straight away?
Yeah, absolutely. Are you kidding me?
Part of me wants to do, like, leave it a couple of episodes. Sneak Attack Part 2. No, we'll just do it next week.
Do you like, yeah?
Yeah.
She just had a birthday, so she thinks that she's somebody, honestly. Okay, so we will see you next week to continue reading these worst dates. And oh my god, yours could still be in here if you attended
still be in
bingo,
here.
so wowee. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Fuck it. Do you need to do anything with the podcast this week?
Yeah, so what I want you to do is to transcribe it in tattoos across your entire body and then go on a date with someone and don't tell them about it until you get your clothes off, and then they have to like read it out and be like, who the fuck is Marilyn?
Love it.
Do that.
Love it so much. See you next week for part 2. Bye.
Love you, bye.
Unnamed Drag Podcast.